the buzzer by Reese. It's good! It's good! He did it again!
Is it good? Let's see! It is good!
Miles takes it to Gennaro Thomas. Jumper for the win. Good!
Hi everybody, Dave Winder here on the Racer Report with head coach Steve Prohm. Steve will join us in just a minute after we tell you what's coming up this week for the Racers. And it's just one game, one of those rare Friday night tilts, 8 o'clock in Clarksville at the Dunn Center as the Racers travel to play one of their arch rivals in the Ohio Valley Conference, Austin Peay. We'll tip it off at 8 o'clock. CBS TV has it. And also you can hear all the games on Racer Radio, on Froggy 103.7 FM, and of course online at GoRacers.com. The Racers have won 4 in a row since 2009 in Clarksville. And we'll be talking about that Austin Peay game as we go along here today with head coach Steve Prohm on the Racer Report. The Racers got 2 big victories at home this week. Tennessee Tech on a Thursday afternoon. That was a rare thing. And then Saturday night against Jacksonville State. Coach, a great week for your team. You played very, very well on your home floor.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to take care of business at home. Fortunate to get 2 good wins Thursday. Handled the adversity a little bit.
Right.
Handled it well. 2-0 in power outage games where we have to adjust and do some different things. So played really well Thursday. Offensively, really shot the basketball well. And then Saturday night was what we thought it'd be, a grinded out game that Coach Green does a really good job of, keeping the tempo of the game a certain way, and was proud of our guys' resiliency to fight through that.
Okay, so we'll roll the highlights here and take a look at the Saturday game first against Jacksonville State as the Gamecocks came in. Coach, one thing that we'll see as a reoccurring theme of these 2 games is you produced some easy basket opportunities by rebounding on the defensive end and getting that ball out.
Well, that's our biggest thing we try to talk to our guys about is, guys, if we can get stops, obviously that's the biggest thing. That spearheads transition offense. And, one thing we figured out about this team a while back is we need to play extremely fast, and we want to get stops, and we really want to look to push and run and attack the basket, and get to the free throw line.
Well, early on in the game, you saw TJ Sapp there hitting the lane. The Racers were down 9-7. And then Moss, of course, had the big game of 31 points on Thursday, which I'll show you in a minute. He stayed hot with a 3-pointer right there, and the Racers were up by a point. But you finished the half really good in this case.
We did. We tried to challenge the guys. We were down 3 or 4 with about 3.5 minutes to go at the last media break. And I said, guys, let's go in a half tied or with the lead. Let's win this last couple minutes. And you can see good putback by Jarvis right there, real unselfish play to get him the ball there in transition. But we finished the half, and then Dexter made a great shot to put us up 1. That was a big, big shot.
Yeah, it certainly was. Payne drove it down the lane there, got the hoop and the foul. And then how about Jonathan Farrell? He averaged, I think, 11 rebounds for the week.
11 and a half.
11 and a half. Great
and almost in 7.5 points. Terrific job. 5 for 7 from the free throw line in this game. His dad came in town, and he's our new free throw shooting coach.
Yeah, Jonathan was much better from the free throw line. Williams scored with 42 seconds to go, and then Brian Williams scored for Jacksonville State. A great shot here by Dexter in the half.
Big shot, big shot. CJ did a good job, didn't force anything right there, found Dexter, and Dexter, very, very good 3-point shooter, was able to knock it down.
And the Racers went into the halftime locker room up 33-32, and then here in the second half, I don't know how you define big shots. You just know it when you see it. There was a lot of big shots here in the second half.
There was. We made a lot of good plays, from Payne's floaters to Jamal's threes, Dexter. Sapp had a couple, a big 3 in a drive. But, Jacksonville, to their credit, and that's what Sapp's got to do more for us. And I thought he had a really good stretch where he really helped us extend the lead a little bit. But, up 6-8 against Jacksonville is almost like being up 10-12 against certain teams. So, was proud. Our guys made some big plays in the second half.
Yeah, that 3-pointer there by Fields came after a steal. This was a period of time here where the Racers, they forced a turnover and then got a couple of steals and really got the game sped up. And then with 8:02 to go, Moss got the slam on the break. That was off a missed free throw. And then the Racers pushed it to 7 points right here as Fields finished the break.
Yeah, you know, we wanted, again, you get stops, you're able to run, and we were able to hit them with one really good spurt to get up back to about, I think, maybe 7-8. I'm not sure what the biggest lead of the game. That was a big three that Moss hit right there because we were kind of out of sync. They did a good job, three-quarter court pressure back to 1-3-1, and we didn't really get into good offense. So it's a good player making a good play.
Yeah, Sapp hit the corner three with 3 minutes to go. They cut it to 5. They got it back up to 8. How about these couple of shots that Payne hit? The floaters in the lane.
That was a big one, and then he had the really good pass to Jarvis, and I think Jarvis, I'm not sure, I think he made 1 out of 2 free throws in that stretch.
And then here is the one that kind of capped it off with 23 seconds to go. It was a 6-point game. That made it an 8-point game, and the Racers go on to win it 73-65. And take a look at the box score. Coach, when you can out-rebound your opponent 40-25 as you did against the Gamecocks, you got to love that. And then 13 assists on 23 field goals. That's healthy too.
Yeah, when you're making 23 baskets and you're assisting on over half of those, that's terrific. You almost want to be in the 60 percentile, but plus 15 rebounds is huge. Both teams didn't shoot free throws great, and both teams' three-point field goal percentage defense wasn't very good. You know, you can see by both teams almost 50%.
Yep, and you see there too, Moss was 16 after the big 31-point game on Thursday. So it was just a good week for the Racers. Coach, you've talked many times before, you got to take care of business at home.
Yeah, you got to win your home games. You know, your goal in conference play is to win all your home games and then go on the road and try to win, over half on the road if you can. And, you know, that's our goal. We're headed into a big, 3-game road stretch. We'll just take it one game at a time next Friday at P. But, fortunately right now we're 5-0 at home and 10-1 at home on the season.
Yeah, 10-1. The only loss this season back Thanksgiving weekend against Middle Tennessee. So the Racers doing quite well. We're going to take our first break with Steve here on the Racer Report. When we come back, we'll look at that Thursday matinee against Tennessee Tech.
Enough of this golf already.
How much of the golf?
I'm stupid.
You're stupid.
Boys, settle down. At Time Warner Cable, any of these devices can be your TV at the click of a button. No one offers more sports on more devices than Time Warner Cable.
Why have you got a laptop?
I want the cell phone.
Give me that laptop.
Call 1-855-WANT-TWC and ask how you can save up to $600. Switch to a better entertainment experience, guaranteed. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better.
Roof Brothers, a Paducah tradition for 100 years. Roof Brothers, locally owned, family run. Roof Brothers, the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits found anywhere. Roof Brothers, service from selecting that special beverage for that special occasion to a keg party at the lake. Roof Brothers, 2 locations to serve you. Roof Brothers, proud supporters of Murray State Athletics.
Hi, folks. Welcome back to the Racer Report with Head Coach Steve Prohm. Racers 2-0 week. Let's go back to Thursday, which go ahead and roll the tape. And I looked at the lineup of all the Division I games on ESPN.com, and right at the top was the only afternoon game of the day, 3 o'clock tip against Tech.
Yeah, credit Allen. Did a great job being able to play the game. That was my most important thing. I didn't want to move the game back to February and fit it in 3 games in a week, 4 games in a week. Whether we had to play at noon, 3, or regardless, I wanted to play the game, and Allen did a great job making that happen. Yeah,
congratulations to him. Congratulations to your team, Coach. I used to say in baseball, hitting is contagious, and hitting shots is contagious too. Moss was 8 for 8 to start the game. 4 out of 4 from 3-point range, but everybody was hitting shots. You guys shot 63% in the first half.
Yeah, it was we had a couple 7-run innings, keep it on their baseball. It was just Jeff, very, very capable shooter, very good shooter, but I thought we made the extra pass. We got an opportunity to play in transition, made shots, and then we were able to guard pretty decent. to be able to play in transition, and that's where it all stems. It stems from your defense being able to make stops, being able to get stops. Excuse me.
In the corner, you're just seeing just a lot of. Well, first it kind of starts with the point guard being able to get dribble penetration. When that does,
yeah, you
a lot
know,
of things you can do.
when Cam's really good offensively and distributing the ball and making the extra pass and finding guys, you know, it just creates such easy opportunities for those guys. And you can see Jeff was really in his zone, 25 points and a half. That's terrific. And you can see a little floater there. You know, left hand, you saw him earlier finish with the right hand, saw him make threes. Good pass right there.
That was his first miss, but then Farrell got it and put it back in.
I was going to say good pass by CJ. You know, Moss, I think he was a little tired right there because he hadn't been out yet until he missed that one right there. But, you know, Farrell and Jarvis, terrific job on the glass.
Then Williams got into it with a putback and the foul. Talk about CJ Ford. We didn't have him much in the highlights against Jacksonville State, but he's done a really good job when you need him to come in and run it when Cam can't be in there.
Yeah, you know what? I thought he had a really good weekend for us. Thursday, Saturday, both games. I thought he did some really good things. Didn't hurt us. You know, made a couple shots against Tech. You know, he was in there. We just want to be great defensively and then really try to push the basketball and distribute it. And I think he did a great job.
Well, the Racers here winding up the first half as Moss hit the three. I think that was with 1:16 to go in the half. He had 25 points. And then the Racers here scored again. Yeah, he scored 20 of the first 29, I think, and the Racers had the big lead, 40 to 14 to start the game, and then Sapp picks up that ball and hits a three at the buzzer. That was two of those, well, almost the buzzer. Two of those in the week where you guys had just great shots to end the half.
Yeah, you know, good composure. You know, good composure. We were able to get a couple layups off underneath out of bounds. I think we've done a better job executing underneath out of bounds at times, and even underneath out of bounds defense. So, you know, proud of the guys. You know, we just need to keep coming together as a team and really just continue to work and keep our eyes up and focused on what's in front of us.
Another situation there where TJ Sapp got a steal and it led to a putback by Jarvis Williams. When you start getting the kind of production on the boards you're getting from the two big guys, Farrell and Williams right now, boy, that really takes up for a lot of misses, doesn't it? Because they're getting balls and putting them back.
It does. You know, both guys, you know, Jarvis been rebounding great all season long, and now Farrell's starting to come into his own because now he's in shape. He's starting to get into game shape and understands, you know, what's needed from him, and he's really done a good job, and I'm proud of him and in his development.
The Racers were 15 out of 27, including that banked-in three-pointer right there for TJ Sapp. It was also good to see Zay Henderson in the ball game and Jeff Martin as well, as the Racers win it 92-53 over Tennessee Tech. And then it's probably a box score that you might want to frame, Coach. 45-30, win the rebound total, and then shoot 51% for the game and hold your opponent to 41%.
Yeah, you know, good job overall. You know, it's one of those games, you know, it's Tech probably didn't play their best game, and we played one of our best offensive games. Defensive, we were good, but when you really get down and break the tape, it wasn't a dominating defensive performance, but we got stops and were able to really feed off our offense. And, you know, when you make shots, it makes the game a lot easier.
It certainly does. All right, the Racers 12-8 and 7-1 in the OVC. We'll take a break and come back, and we're going to meet the Racers today, and we'll meet TJ Sapp in just a moment.
Roof Brothers, a Paducah tradition for 100 years. Roof Brothers, locally owned, family run. Roof Brothers, the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits found anywhere. Roof Brothers, service from selecting that special beverage for that special occasion to a keg party at the lake. Roof Brothers, 2 locations to serve you. Roof Brothers, proud supporters of Murray State Athletics.
Enough of this golf already.
How much of the golf?
I'm stupid.
You're stupid.
Boys, settle down. At Time Warner Cable, any of these devices can be your TV at the click of a button. No one offers more sports on more devices than Time Warner Cable.
Have you got a laptop?
I want the cell phone.
Give me that laptop.
Call 1-855-WANT-TWC and ask how you can save up to $600. Switch to a better entertainment experience, guaranteed. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better.
I go because my friends are here.
I go because
It's so close.
I go for the small class sizes.
I I go
To get a better job. I go because
I can take classes when it works for me.
I go because I can transfer my credits.
I go for some of Kentucky's most affordable tuition.
I go because it's crazy not to.
For all the right reasons. The Kentucky Community and Technical College System. Higher education begins here.
What are you guys doing? It's summer. Let's hit the beach. You need a Pepsi. Ooh. Let's have some fun. All right. Summertime is Pepsi time. You gotta work on that tan, bro.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Racer Report. Head Coach Steve Prohm will join us in just a minute after we do our Meet the Racers segment for this week. And today we're going to visit with TJ Sapp out of the Miami area, a transfer from Clemson University. And we're awful glad to have TJ on the team. And as you look at him answering the questions this week in his own words, you can tell that one thing that TJ brings to the Murray State Racers is energy. He brings it every day. So today, let's meet the Racers with TJ Sapp.
They're going to school, they're going to the hype and the names of schools and the brand that they wear and the amount of gears. But me, I wanted to go to a school that had a great tradition, that had a great fan base that was big time.
Come back in and a steal by Sapp. That's what he could do. Drives in, off the glass and in for another Regions bank shot.
Didn't I say I love the way he played?
So I love my teammates because, we all great, we all different. We got all different type of personality, but we all clash and get along together. We're funny. We always joke around on each other. We get around, but at the end of the day, we all got each other's back.
Williams whips it right side, long distance. Well, it was Sapp thinking of a three, top of the key, jacks it up, and he hit it at the buzzer.
For the Super Bowls, I'm going with the Broncos, hands down. I think Peyton Manning is the best quarterback ever. I've been rooting on him forever. My mom is a big Peyton Manning fan, so it's kind of been instilled with me to like Peyton Manning since I always been growing up watching him through my mom and stuff when he was at the Colts.
I thought he might have walked with it, but he drives in, attacks, and lays it off the glass and in for a Regions bank shot.
Well, since TJ Sapp made his Super Bowl prediction, I'm with him. I think I'm rooting for Peyton Manning and the Broncos. Coach, you? I know you're a Redskins fan. I'm a Steelers fan. Our teams aren't in it.
I was watching Redskins-Dolphins Super Bowl 17 highlights when I got home late from the game last night. So, and then I put on the Book of Manning. So I'll pull for Peyton. Tremendous career, kind of coming to his end of his storied career. Hall of Famer, one of the best to ever play that position. So. I'm gonna root for the Broncos, but I think it'll be a great game.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement to that. Speaking of TJ Sapp, if I had to describe him in one word, it's energy.
Yeah, I would.
What'd you say?
Yeah, charisma, energy, passionate, tremendous character. I'm going on more than one word now, but energy is a definite. Energy, charisma is, a lot. Anything positive with an upbeat spirit, you can describe him. Every day comes in through the office, always pops in the office, says hello. He's been terrific. He's been really good for us.
And I saw a lot of the players connecting with our young fans after the game Saturday night. TJ was right out there in the middle of it.
Yeah, it's a process, and these guys have done a better job and starting to grow up a little bit. Yeah. And that's what I'm most pleased with.
Yeah, we're all very pleased of our guys. Congratulations on the 2 wins this week. We've got another break with Head Coach Steve Prohm here on the Racer Report. When we come back, we'll take a look at the standings and talk about the game ahead.
Roof Brothers, a Paducah tradition for 100 years. Roof Brothers, locally owned, family run. Roof Brothers, the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits found anywhere. Roof Brothers, service from selecting that special beverage for that special occasion to a keg party at the lake. Roof Brothers, 2 locations to serve you. Roof Brothers, proud supporters of Murray State Athletics.
Back here in the Racer Report with head coach Steve Prohm. The Racers 2-0 for the week as they knocked off Tennessee Tech on the game Thursday afternoon that was moved to 3 o'clock. And then on Saturday, grinded out a big victory over Jacksonville State. The Racers now 7-1 as they go to Austin Peay on Friday night. And after the game on Saturday, the lone senior on this team, Dexter Fields, talked about the preparation as the Racers get ready for Austin Peay.
Win, so we got to really lock in this week because it starts in practice. I mean, we have tomorrow off, but Monday we're back at it. We're going to have workouts and practice on Monday, but that's where it all starts in practice. We just gotta practice hard, and hopefully that'll turn over into the game, and we'll be able to play the style we play. But we go in to all those games and just play the way we've been playing, play at our pace, and just win the last 4 minutes in the first 4 minutes of every half. We should be good.
Good to hear from Dexter Fields, the lone senior on this team. Certainly after that game Saturday night, Coach, he had already kind of got his focus on the week ahead. You've got some time this week before the Friday night game. There's no Thursday night game. This is a big week, and the guys mentioned this week, you told them just be 1-0 today, whether it's a practice or a game.
Yeah, that's kind of trying to get in that habit of just win today. Let's be 1-0 today. We're not worried about tomorrow. All that the last 8 games, we're worried about one game. Not all 8 of them at once. You can't play all 8 of them at once. So, we're off today. We'll get in the gym tomorrow, and we'll just have some shooting workouts because it's a long week with just one game. And then we'll get back on Tuesday and prepare to get ourselves better. And then Wednesday and Thursday, we'll start getting ready for Austin Peay.
All right, so the Racers going down to Clarksville Friday night at 8 o'clock. That'll be on CBS Sports Network. Let's take a look at the standings very quickly, Coach. We've got the East on the left side of the screen, the West on the far side. Belmont won at home against Eastern Kentucky. Moorhead had to go overtime to win at Tennessee State. They're on top in the East. The Racers 7-1 in the West. Eastern Illinois went to SEMO and won Saturday night. And then Austin Peay won at home against Tech after Tech left here on Thursday. So it's amazing week to week. Everybody has got a chance, don't they?
Yeah, it does. There's so much parity. There's a lot of balance. If you look at the teams, the West is 23-25, the East is 25-23.
Yep.
Both division leaders are at 7-1. So there's a lot of parity this year. So what that means is, road or home, you better be ready to play or you'll get beat. And it's going to be there's still a lot more basketball to play to crown division champions and an overall champion and seeding for the conference tournament. So, it's just about getting better today.
I just know as a fan of the game, conference play, we talked about it before, conference play is just so special in college basketball. And right now it's very good in the OVC, and the Racers are right in the thick of it. So we're going to take our final break with head coach Steve Prohm. When we come back, we'll take a look at the schedule ahead, even past Friday. We'll do that next on the Racer Report.
I go because my friends are here.
I go because
It's so close.
I go for the small class sizes.
I go
to get a better job. I go because
I can take classes when it works for me.
I go because
I can transfer my credits.
I go for some of Kentucky's most affordable tuition.
I go because it's crazy not to.
For all the right reasons. The Kentucky Community and Technical College System. Higher education begins here.
Hey, ladies. Enjoying the film? Of course not. Because this is our movie! And Dr. Pepper 10 is our soda. It's only 10 manly calories, but with all 23 flavors of Dr. Pepper. It's what guys want, like this. Catchphrase. So you can keep the romantic comedies and lady drinks. We're good. Dr. Pepper 10, it's not for women!
Enough of this golf already.
I want you to go.
I'm stupid.
You're stupid. Boys, settle down. At Time Warner Cable, any of these devices can be your TV at the click of a button. No one offers more sports on more devices than Time Warner Cable.
Why, do you got a laptop? I want the cell phone. Give me that laptop.
Call 1-855-WANT-TWC and ask how you can save up to $600. Switch to a better entertainment experience, guaranteed. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better.
Hi, folks, and welcome back to the Racer Report with head coach Steve Prohm as we wrap it up here in the Gene Ray Practice Center. Great to be in this beautiful building that opened about a year ago, and the Racers and the women's basketball team at Murray State, too, they get to practice here, and it's nice to shoot our show here. A big week coming up for the Racers. It's a Friday night game against Austin Peay down in Clarksville. It's an 8 o'clock tip. And then looking ahead to the next week, this is the start of a 3-game road swing for the Racers. Very important games. We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but the next week it's a Thursday night game on ESPNU against Belmont. And then on February the 8th, that's a Racers TV game on ESPN3 when the Racers play Tennessee State. And then your next chance to see the Racers at home is February 13th when SIU Edwardsville comes in. Coach, I was looking back. Games at Clarksville, Coach Godfrey's 29-4 team in I think 95, 96. They lost at Austin Peay. Had a great season, but couldn't win at Austin Peay. Mick Cronin's first year, 26 wins, 26-7. Lost at Austin Peay. I tell you what, it is tough to win down there. How do you get your team ready for something like that? It's going to be a great environment.
Yeah, it'd be fun. That's what you want to play in.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be a great environment. I'm sure we'll have a couple thousand fans make the trip down there in navy and gold, and we need that. And we just need to play media timeout to media timeout. It's not about hype doesn't win you anything. You got to prepare well in practice, and then you got to go down there and defend and rebound. And if you do that, you'll put yourself in an opportunity to win. The hype and all of the flair and the drama doesn't win the game.
Right, and that's where you see the teams on the floor. They can't have to shut everything out because it's about the game. It's about putting the ball in the basket. So, well, Coach, great week for you. Proud of the guys, and good luck next week, okay?
Thanks. Looking forward to hearing Neil here.
Okay, Head Coach Steve Prohm, and you're right. Neil Bradley, the voice of the Racers, he had a good week too. And then at the end of this, Coach Prohm let us go inside the locker room. We'll have that here as we see you today on the Racer Report.
Makes it pass as well. Throws right side to Johnson, bounce down low. Had a good job sealing out of there by Williams. Gets the interception, throws down to Moss, and he stuffed it. A Dunkin' Donuts dunk.
Nice job by Campaign looking ahead after he got the ball.
And Farrell snags the rebound. Hand off to Payne. 43-17. Payne right side. Moss another three. Gone! Got him a little rest, and he hit another one. A new career high in points for Moss with 2:58 to go in the half. Green from Williams. Whips it right side. Long distance. Well, it was Sapp thinking of a three. Top of the key. Jackson up, and he hit it at the buzzer on the deflection off the butt of a player who was turned around to rebound. It's that kind of day. 9 seconds to go, 32-30. The Racers have it. Ford at the top of the key with Payne out. Finds Dexter Fields. He'll launch a three for the lead, and he hit it at the buzzer! Oh my goodness! How about that shot, Sylvester?
That was an outstanding play. Great timing, great timing.
30.
Came off a great screen, and he just knocked it down.
33-32, ice water in the veins. Aubrey Reese-like, huh? As Payne gets set to come back in, and a steal by Sapp. That's what he can do. Drives in, off the glass and in, but another Regions bank shot.
Didn't I say I love the way he plays?
Well, I tell you, defensively, he's a terrific player. C.J. Ford comes out of there with it in big traffic. Left side to Moss, and he stuffed it on the run.
Moss took off from about 8 feet away in the air with that one.
Dunkin' Donuts dunk shot makes it 53-48. Near midcourt, he catches, drives in the lane, had his shot blocked, and it's picked out of there. And it's Moss into Williams for a thunder dunk. A Dunkin' Donuts dunk. It's an 8-point lead.
So now, halfway through conference play, okay? Halfway through, we're 7-1, okay? We're in first. We're the hunted, okay? But we got to have the mentality that we had, okay, where everybody said, man, Murray's done. Murray's done, okay? Because now we're going Friday, okay, to a great atmosphere, Austin Peay, and we'll find out a little bit more about ourselves, okay? Great job winning the 4-game segment. Now we got another 4-game segment, okay? This time, this 4-game segment, 3 out of 4 on the road. Yep. So we really got to come together. We really got to come together and bring the best out of each other. Here we go. Eyes up on 3. 1, 2, 3. Eyes up!